A hectic day all around the country on the Breeders' Cup workout front. Not surprising with the Breeders' Cup now only 6 days away. Not only here at Santa Anita, but Churchill Downs, Keeneland, Belmont Park, and even down at Gulfstream Park in Florida, where Math Wizard got in his final prep today as well. We're going to look at the workouts here at Santa Anita and talk about some of them. There were about 24, too many to go over the whole group, but we'll start with the highlights. And the number one star today for me was Chancelot, the speedy sprint contender who had a fast workout last week, and he had another fast workout here today. 46-1 for a half mile, but it was the way he did it. Not only did he flirt a little bit wide into the stretch to get into the better part of the track under Jackie Martin Garcia, but he finished under a hard hold at the wire and then galloped out extremely well. Horses aren't galloping out all that fast over this little bit of a dullish racetrack of late, but he made it look super quick. 58-4 for 5/8, and then pulled up 6 furlongs in 112. And trainer George Navarro's texted me after the work. One word: freak is all he said, and he may be right. But he's going to have to be, because a lot of horses are working very well for the sprint. Maybe the best race on next Saturday's Breeders' Cup card. My number two star, I shared it this morning between Secret Spice and Bellafina, a couple of fillies. Secret Spice for the distaff, 5/8 and 59-3. She went 59-3 despite the fact that she had to come about 5 wide into the stretch around another team of workers, and she finished well in hand out in the middle of the racetrack, and then she galloped out 3/4 and 13-1. I was very impressed. First time I've really seen her. I love this move. And Bellafina, a half mile in 46-2, did it as easy as could be, and also had good energy on the gallop out. So she's coming up in good form for the filly and mare sprint. She's going to have to beat also to beat horses like I've seen work well, like Covefi back at Churchill Downs and some of the others in this spot. 2 Breeders' Cup Classic workers very early this morning. In fact, they were the first 2 workers of the morning at 6:30, going in the dark at the same time. Higher Power worked in company, broke about 4 back of a stablemate, easily drew away from him at the wire. Had the last 5/8 of a 3/4 work officially in a minute flat, galloped out from there in 13-3. I thought this move was pretty well done there for Higher Power. Seeking the Soul also went 6 furlongs. He went solo, 6 furlongs in 13-3, galloped out in 28-4. I thought he got a little bit tired at the end over, again, working 6 furlongs over this racetrack. It'll get you tired, but it'll get you fit as well. So a useful move for Seeking the Soul this morning. Some of the other works of note: Grand Expectations for the Dirt Mile. He worked in company today and had a little trouble getting past his workmate. Went fast, 1 minute and 4/5, but I thought he tired a little bit at the end. Ollie's Candy for the distaff, also another fast move. 4 furlongs in 46-4 for Ollie's Candy. Eddie Haskell also fast today, half mile in 47, and also wound up fanning way out into the middle of the racetrack to finish. Galloped out in 1 minute and 1/5. And Landeskog, also, I was impressed with Landeskog today. Showed off that speed, a half mile in 47. Like all the Doug O'Neill Breeders' Cup workers, he too finishes well off the rail, and he still had good energy galloping out into and around the turn. And like I said, he's going to have to really be on his game to be contentious in this year's sprint. Down in Florida, just make a note, got to see a little bit of Math Wizard's work over a muddy racetrack. I got the splits from the clockers down there. My buddy Joe Savage went 5/8 and 102-1, but really went the opening 8th and 14, so it was a 48-1/2, and he galloped out very strong. He wound up easing up after a mile in 141. Doing very well, but he's in the Classic also, and we know what a tough group that is. But Math Wizard will ship here in a couple of days, coming in good form. Like I said, a lot of other works today. If you want all the complete details on those works, just pick up the DRF Clocker report. We're going to have full reports next Friday, next Saturday, not only of the Breeders' Cup races, but of other workers that we've seen over the whole card. For the whole card, we've got clockers here, New York, Churchill, Keeneland, and even this work for you in Florida. I actually saw Math Wizard in Florida before I left there a couple of weeks ago. So for the best coverage, whether it's workout reports or anything else, this year's Breeders' Cup 2019, it's right here at DRF and DRF.com.